thought about making plans in the future? Go back to school. You change your job. Situation with your relationship. Situation with friends. Situation with the house. Something breaking down. Been putting it off. Preparing, procrastinating. Problems getting bigger. Small dent turns into a big warp. Distances. Proximity. That's the physics. The politics. The people. The psychology. How they act. Strategy. You're dealing with all of that. That's strategy. So you think you still don't use strategy? Or maybe since you know that you do, the question is, do you need to work on it? Could it be better? How about last time you got into a problem? Maybe an unsound strategy? Last time you was angry or mad? Last time somebody made you mad? If you use the art of war, then you won't get mad. Do I get mad? Of course. Does this help me control it? Yes. Definitely. Strategy gives you self-control which is invincibility. Invincibility is in oneself. You can't necessarily change other people, but you can change yourself, which in turn has an effect on other people. So you can change other people indirectly by changing yourself. You only have control of yourself, which is a matter of invincibility. Invincibility lies in oneself. Vulnerability lies in the opponent. You can't make the opponent vulnerable. You can only make yourself more invincible and wait for vulnerability in your opponent. Chapter 4, Formation. So my first recommendation is to learn how to use it with people, because that's all things, like the Art of Worldly Wisdom says, all things come through people. So that's first. And then second is whatever you do in life, whatever skill or task, your skill, that would definitely be second. But since people, you could lose your job no matter how good you are if you're not good at dealing with people. So I would always put people first. So learning how to use it with people, not in the literal sense, because then they're talking about killing people and all of that. And that obviously doesn't apply to the 21st century. So that's why I converted, so that you understand when it says to kill someone, that, well, as far as dealing with people, then that would mean to cut them off. You see, so that's just one example. But these are just everyday examples of how strategy is everywhere. You cannot get away from that. So you might as well be better at it. Life is a chess game, so you might as well be better at that chess game. Playing the chess game, might not even know the rules. Oh, I got killed this time. Oh, y'all took this loss that time. Oh, you play a chess game because you don't even know the rules. You just taking, like Gordon Gekko said in Wall Street, throwing darts at a board. You know, but if you have the rules of strategy in your mind, you know them well to the point where you don't have to remember them anymore, then it's spontaneous, it's second nature. Then you're betting only on sure shots. It's not like a crapshoot. You know, chance always has something to say, but you're hitting more often than missing. You know, that goes back to chapter 1 or 2. You know yourself and you know others, you won't be imperiled in 100 battles. I think that's chapter 2. During the battle. So I'll mostly be applying it to people, because that's mostly what we all need it for, at the very least. We all need it for that, but I also apply it in other ways to show you how it's multidimensional. I call it the matrix of strategy, because it's applied in different ways. When dealing with the roads, it's different than applied when dealing with people. It's different applied if you're welding, which is different when you apply if you're racing, or if you, all these things is different. So medicine, law, dimensions are different. It's multidimensional, right? Like the Tetradon, whatever it is, you know, all those, it's applied in different ways. So I can't say in all the different ways doing here how it's applied, because, well, in my case it's simple, because it's multidimensional. I know it in the areas that I know, but this will give you a chance to understand how it's applied in different ways by seeing how I apply it in different ways. But any strategy, anytime you use strategy, then you might as well know the rules of the strategy in that way of applying it.